Welcome to this advanced bodyweight movement routine. This is a unique strength building flow where we'll be creating a pattern and then we'll be looking to create strength and mobility in your body by utilizing that pattern. Then from there, we're going to start adding in some repetitions in certain sections to create even more endurance in your body. And when you're ready, thanks for joining me at A Moment to Move. Meet me in a squat. So come down into the deepest squat that's available for you, and we're going to be utilizing a movement pattern here to open up the wrists, get the shoulders working, open up your hip flexors, because it's all going to be part of the sequence that we're going to build later on. So from this squat position, come down as low as you can. Place your hands to the outside of your, my example is going to be to my right hand side. So my left hand's going to come down first, my right hand's going to come next to it, and then you're going to hop up, place left foot down, right foot down next to it, and then from there place your hands forward, roll over the toes, and then bring them knees down to your wrists, push back up with a little dome in the upper back, roll back into your squat, and then you're going to place your hands to the other side. So now your right hand's going to go to the outer edge of your left foot, left hand next to it, you're going to come up onto the toes of both feet, and then pop across. Place your feet down, hands out in front of you, roll over the toes, pushing into the ground, little dome in the upper back, eyes of the elbows forward, bring that navel to the spine to activate the core, and then push yourself back into that squat position. Now if that's a little bit tricky for you, you can place your hands down and then you can just slide your leg across, opening up that hip flexor here, and then bring that leg back, come into your squat, roll over the toes, push the knees down to the wrists, and then roll back, and then go again the other side. Bring the left foot across, open up through the adductor muscle here on the inside, step it in to a squat, place the hands down, roll over the toes, and then push yourself back. So there's your two options available. We're going to go for 3 more rounds of that, and we're just going to get the body firing and moving. So pick your poison and let's get moving. I'm going to take the nice hopping selection just to get a little bit more weight into my hands. So when you do the hop, you want to bring the back foot down first. So right hand comes across the body, push into the toes, right foot down, left foot down, nice and staggered. And give it a whirl. If you haven't given it a go before, we call these little monkey jumps. It's fun just to be on the hands and move through the body. You might find that your hips start opening up a little bit more, and you might be able to get a little bit deeper into your squat. Take your last round, maybe get a little bit higher, maybe create a little bit more hang time, and have a little bit more fun with it as you go across. Roll over the toes, knees down to the wrists, push back into the squat. Now come to face the top of your mat, stay in your squat, maybe shake out the wrists a little bit, flex them towards your body, just to open them up. And from there, we'll start working on that sequence to build strength and mobility. So hands come forward into your downward facing dog. You can take a few steps to walk out, and then from there you're going to raise that right leg up to the sky. You're going to roll forward, start bringing that knee towards the right wrist, pushing into the back, navel to the spine, a little bit of contraction, eyes of the elbows forward, and then you're just going to shift it across to the left wrist, still pushing into the ground, and then you're going to extend that right foot through. You're going to roll onto your starfish. You come to the inner edge of your left foot, place the left hand on top of the right shoulder, opening up, and then from there we're going to roll the body forward, and we're going to place the forearm down of the left hand. You're going to bring that knee in, across and round, keep it hovering off of that left foot, and you're going to come into a forearm side plank. You can take a crunch here, so you're going to bring that right knee and right elbow together, extend away, place the right hand back down, spin back across, place the right foot through for that starfish position, and then from there we can lower down onto the ground. So we're into this wide-legged position. This is where things become a little bit more complicated. So set yourself up. You can take a little fold here to open up through the hamstrings, but you're going to place your right hand next to your right hip. You might want to pivot on to the inside of your left foot or keep your toes flexed, and then you're going to push yourself up, and then you're going to bring that right knee up into that right tricep, and then place that right foot down. Push yourself up. So now you're in a wide-legged position, standing upright, and then we're going to bend in to that front knee, coming nice and low into a Cossack squat or a Skandasana. Left toes are flexed. You're going to push yourself up to a standing position. You're then going to bend and turn the body to face forward, coming into a high crescent lunge with a bend in that right knee. You're going to lower that left knee down to the mat, pop it back up, take a fold over them toes, and then push yourself back in to that downward facing dog. So that's our pattern. It's a lot to remember, but we'll go for it anyway on the other side. So we're going to raise that left leg up to the sky. We're going to bring that left knee into that left wrist. Push into that back, making sure you've got a dome. Navel is tucked in the spine. And then you're going to bring that across to the right wrist. Keep pushing into the ground, shoulders are stacked. And then extend the left foot through your body. Come to the inside edge of your right foot, opening up your chest, hips up to the sky. And then touch your left shoulder with your right hand. Gentle pause. And then we're going to roll the body down, placing your forearm down to the mat. Bring that left knee in and around, and then have your elbow wherever you need it, but make sure it's stacked, the shoulders stacked on top of the elbow, and you're going to come into a forearm side plank. We're going to take that crunch, bringing the left elbow and knee to meet, extend away. Then you're going to place your left hand back down, roll onto the toes, keep that roll, keep moving, keep rolling, and extend the left leg away from you, and then slowly lowering that starfish position down to the mat. And from there again, we can take that forward fold. This will be the only chance to take the forward fold, so just enjoy it while you can. And then place that left hand again next to that left side of the hip, wherever your fingers need to be. And again, we're going to push ourselves up, bring that knee up and into that tricep. Place the left foot down, push yourself into the ground standing up, open up the feet where you need them to be, and then we're going to lower the hips down, coming into our lowest version of a Cossack Skandasana squat. Push yourself up, and as you come up to the top, pivot your feet to face the top of the mat. Squeeze in the midline, coming into your crescent lunge, and we'll lower that back knee down to the ground. Pop back up, place the hands alongside the left foot, and roll back into your downward facing dog. So the sequence is now done on both sides. Let's try and add some reps in certain positions. So our right leg's going to go to the sky. We're going to extend that right knee to the right wrist, across to the left wrist, and through, touch the ground, back to the left wrist, left wrist, extend through, push into the shoulder, touch the right shoulder with the left hand, place that hand down, open back up, again touching that shoulder, place the forearm down to the ground, bring that knee in, up and around, extending away, forearm side plank. We're going to take 2 of these crunches, place the right hand down, pivot, and shoot that right leg through, lowering down to the ground. From there, set your feet up, set your hand up, and we're going to push up, bringing that right knee into the right tricep, and we're going to lower back down. And we're going to do that again, up, right tricep, place it down to the ground, stand up. I'm going to take 2 of these Cossack squats, but not quite yet. I got ahead of myself. So we're going to come up, turn, take our lunge, take the dip, push back up, pivot the feet. So we're just making a little bit more hip mobility and adductor strength in this range. Pivot around, come into that Cossack sit to the crescent lunge dip, straighten that back leg, place the hands down, and shift back to your downward facing dog. And move through it on the second side, left leg up. So you're starting to get the idea of the pattern. So we'll start moving through these a little bit quicker. Left foot away, right wrist, right wrist, extend through, push up, right arm, left shoulder, place that hand down, right hand, left shoulder. This time place the forearm down, and then rotate the body up and around into that forearm side plank. And we'll take one crunch, two crunch, left hand down, pivot round, step that left foot through, and lower down onto the mat. Set yourself up where your arms need to be, and we'll come up into that tricep and place it down nice and slowly. Come up into that tricep, place the left foot down, stand up to a nice wide-legged position, squeeze in your glutes, and we'll lower down into that squat. Push back up, pivot the feet, lower down, knee to the ground, pivot back round, take that Cossack squat, come back up, pivot round, lower down, push back up, hands down, and meet in a downward facing dog. So we'll try and move a little bit more fluidly, a little bit more in a flow strength building pattern this time round. So I'll sort of just call out the positions and the reps that we're doing, and we'll move. So right leg up into that right wrist, left wrist, keep pushing into the ground, extend away, left wrist, right wrist, left wrist, extend, left wrist, right wrist, left wrist, extend, open up into that starfish position to the shoulder, close it off, open up, close it off, open up, keep pushing into the ground, lower that left forearm to the ground, spin and bring your leg in, up and around, off the left leg, and we'll take a crunch. Of course, you always have the option, there's two, to not take any of these options and just hold positions, push into the ground, spin through, leg out and in front of you, lower down into that wide-legged position, set your hand up, your body up, as you may have moved a bit on your mat, and we'll come up into that tricep, and we'll push back down. So there's a lot of oblique work today. Lower down, last one, place the foot down, push yourself up, standing position, and we'll lower down into that squat. Rotate the feet around and parallel, lower down to the ground, push back up, and take that Skandasana. Crescent lunge, dip, straighten, pivot, and lower back down. Pivot, and lower back down. Place the hands down, and come back to your downward facing dog. Let's move straight into the second side. Left leg up and away from you. Let's start working those reps. Left wrist, right wrist, extend through, right wrist, right wrist, extend through, right wrist, right wrist, extend through, open up the body, touch the left shoulder, right hand down, left shoulder, keep pushing to that ground when you open up, right shoulder, right forearm down, bring that left leg in, up and around, and extend away. Take the crunch, extend, crunch, extend, crunch, extend, left hand down, and we'll spin back around and spin all the way through, lowering down to the ground. Now you may have come a little bit off the mat again. Set yourself up where your left hand needs to be, and we're going to bring that left knee to the left tricep and then pivot back. There's one. Keep pushing into the ground. Keep moving with your breath. 2, 3. Place the left foot down, stand yourself up, and then we're going to shift down into that low squat. Pivot the feet round, opening up a little bit of internal, external rotation. Try to move as fluidly as you can. There's 2. And there's 3. Pivot round. Take the dip, straighten the back leg. Place the hands down and meet in a downward facing dog. So the original plan was to just do 3 rounds, but hey, I'm having a lot of fun and this is good. So let's do another round, but we'll skip the 4 reps and we'll go straight to 5 reps. So when you're ready, of course, the option is yours. If you'd like to take 3 reps, 4 reps, 2 reps, no reps, completely your option. But we're here to build strength in this movement flow. So when we're ready, we'll bring that right leg up, bring it into the right wrist, left wrist, extend, left wrist, right wrist, left wrist, extend, left, right, left, extend, left, right, left, extend, left, right, left, extend, left wrist, left hand, right shoulder, opening up. It's 1, 2, really push the hips up to the sky. 3, 4, 5. From there, the forearm comes down, knee in, up and around. Extend the arm and leg away from you and take some of those crunches. Squeeze in your glutes. 2, navel to the spine. 3, 4, 5. Place your right hand down and then pivot yourself all the way through. Extend away and lower down to the ground. From there, set yourself up. I know, I'm looking forward to this just as much as you. Into the tricep and back down. It's 1, 2, 3. Keep your arm out for balance. 4. Last one. 5. Place the foot down. Stand up. Readjust your feet if you need to, and we'll lower down. That's 1. Stand up to the top. Lower down. Crescent dip. 2. Of course, you always have the option to hold any of these poses. 3. It's a nice little spinning motion here. 4. Last one. 5. Take the dip, place the hands down, extend the right leg up and back, lower it to the floor, and let's move on to the second side. Left leg up, into the wrist, right wrist, extend, right, left, right, extend, right, left, right, extend, right, left, right, extend. Last one, right, left, right, extend, open up, right hand, left shoulder, close it off, open up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place the right elbow down, bring that left leg in, up and around, extend away, and take those crunches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand down, spin up, around, bring that left foot through, lower down to the ground. Set yourself up. We're going to bring that knee to the tricep. There's 1. Lower down with control. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Place that left foot down. Stand up. Now let's move through these leg opening, strengthening exercises one last time. There's 1. Move to crescent dip. 2. 3. Lower down. Crescent dip on 4. And last one. 5. Take that dip, straighten that back leg. Place the hands down, step that right foot back, coming into your downward facing dog. And you're just going to slowly lower the knees down to the ground. You can sweep them out in front of you. Now you can either place your fingertips facing away from you, or you can face them forward, whatever you feel is where your shoulder range is. Set your feet up nice and parallel with your hips, and we're just going to push the hips up to the sky, squeeze the glutes, and bring the shoulder blades onto the back, and lower back down. So we're just going to take some of these reverse tabletop openers. Now this is good for opening up the shoulders. You're also strengthening your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back as well at the same time. So there's 3. Brief pause at the top. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. Make sure those glutes are engaged. 9. And you bring the feet towards the hands to open up the hamstrings. 10. Hold. And place the hips back down. Shoot the hips back. Extend the legs away from you. And we'll just take a forward fold. So go nice and tall in your torso. And as you exhale, fold over. Now you might be able to grab the outside of your feet. If you can't, bring your feet in and then just bring your chest onto your thighs. And then you can start scooting your bum back slowly, flexing the toes, extend through the crown of the head. And when you've reached your point, then you can start to tuck that chin to the chest. And you might be able to open the back line of your body a little bit more. And then from there, we're going to bring that right foot in. And then you're going to bring the inside of your foot, the bottom of your foot, to the inside of your left thigh. You might need a block or something to place under that knee if your knee doesn't touch the ground, depending on how comfortable you are. And then again, we're going to go nice and long in the torso, and we're just going to reach the body forward. And now, if you've got the range, you can then try to grab the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand, and then you can peek underneath the right armpit, and you can stretch out through that side body. And as I said to you earlier, we're working a lot on the obliques today, so this might feel really nice. If your range is here on the outside of the shin, that's perfectly fine as well, as long as you can feel that stretch on the outer side of the right hand side body. And again, you want to push into the ground with that knee a little bit, so you're lengthening through the process. Find your range and what feels comfortable for you. You shouldn't feel any pain. If you feel pain, then just retreat a little bit. I'm not here to feel pain, we just want to feel a nice stretching sensation. And then we're just going to strip the legs so the inside of the left foot, the bottom of the left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. And again, stretching through the torso, fold forward and down, and then grab whatever is accessible to you to feel a little bit of stretch in the outside of the body. So if you want to push that leg away a little bit more and then pull with your hand as well, so you're pushing and pulling, getting that counteracting feeling, you might feel a little bit more of a stretch in that side body. You can play with pivoting your chest left and right. And when you're ready, release that. And there we have it. A nice advanced body weight movement routine. So I hope you feel that you've built some strength today in this fun flow. I hope you found it semi-accessible. It was definitely in a more advanced class. The 5 repetitions wasn't something that I planned for, but I was feeling good, so we went with it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for joining me here at A Moment to Move. Please let me know how this class went for you, how you found it, in the comments section below. Hit that like and maybe share it with someone that you think may benefit from a workout like this. And again, thank you for joining me at A Moment to Move, and I'm sure I'll catch you on the next one.